Move your foot. We spreading out over the couch.
That's what I always do.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Oh God. Hi, I'm John Ritland. This is
The Derbinator.
AEW Dynamite from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes.
The final show before Full Gear. He's going to be doing that throughout the entire predictions.
And if I don't have overtime this weekend, expect a Metal Gear Solid stream before Full Gear. And I will be doing that Solid Snake voice the entire stream.
In other words, expect a solid stream. Which you might want to see a doctor about. So,
Colonel, there appears to be a solid stream. It's so goddamn cold up here in Alaska that my piss has turned to ice.
From his Solid Snake. So anyway, we will have our predictions.
It's my brother Liquid.
We will have our Full Gear predictions up after that. Get stuff out of you. So, we get Shivani, JR, Excalibur. You know what? I take that back. It's Shivani, Excalibur, JR. JR is way down here as far as commentary. He doesn't give a fuck anymore. Mm-hmm. He just does. They run down the card, what we're going to see tonight.
They ran down the card. They did it for The Rock. They did it for the people.
That was such an ill-advised heel turn. That didn't work at all. And so we get Pac versus Trent. Not Beretta, not Trent Beretta.
Edda.
Yeah, and you have Chucky T and Orange Cassidy with him, because of course he did.
Mm-hmm.
There was one benefit to Orange Cassidy.
He likes a slice of orange with his tea.
Yeah, that's a needless amount of fanfic that just got launched right there.
I'm sure it already existed.
I'm sure it does. There was one benefit
Freshly squeezed. Anyway.
There's one benefit to Orange Cassidy being out there, and that was that Pac kicked the shit out of him.
As tends to happen to Orange Cassidy.
Which is the only benefit that he has to that company. My opinion. What did you think of that spot, by the way?
Well, I thought it was good. You know, you've got some comedy wrestling. Sure. And you got someone that's goddamn serious all the goddamn always, like Pac.
That's fair.
And the inevitable happens.
Everybody knows my opinions on Orange Cassidy. I threw that stuff out there. But you're right. I get it. It's not for me, but it's for other people.
There's going to come a time where Orange Cassidy is actually going to have a match. And that's when he's finally getting tired of getting kicked in the face.
I'll still probably objectively hate it.
Probably.
But anyway, it was a good match. It was really good stuff. Trent can actually be a singles wrestler, so maybe he should do that. Instead of having his drunk uncle with him.
His drunkle, if you would.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. But that was just some good stuff. Trent got a few near falls. However, it was obvious that Pac was going to win. Black Arrow. Great botch by the ref, by the way.
Yeah.
Great botch.
He misread the twitch of Bretta's arm as a kick out. And it wasn't even that big of a twitch. It was like his elbow bent, and that was about it.
Yeah, I misread twitches a lot.
And so Neville's sitting there like, damn it!
And he gets the brutalizer on him.
Yeah.
Look, mistakes happen. I'm sure the ref is actually not that bad at his job, but that was really bad. And if I'm going to pick on WWE and other companies for these botches, AEW's got to get some shit.
It's all fair game.
Yeah, this was shit. That part was shit. The match was great.
Yeah.
They really worked hard. It's nice to see Trent getting a chance to shine.
It's a good thing they didn't shoot hard.
Yeah, it's probably good. I mean, no, they're not.
You don't want to shoot yourself into a work, bro.
Or shoot yourself, but they're not in Chicago yet. Anyway, moving on from... What? We were all... Me. It was just me. It was just me.
Alright, anyway.
He cut a promo on Paige, and that was some good stuff.
The Hangman.
You're not gonna... No.
I will never let that down.
You really should.
It is the weirdest pronunciation.
And who said that, Chris?
Good old JR.
God, by God. So...
Words pouring out like barbecue sauce.
Out of his hat. No, there we go. That's what I'm going to say. So, good promo by Pac, though.
Yep.
Talking about how he's going to basically kick the shit out of Paige. And then we get a cowboy shit chant later, but we'll get that. We have Cody coming out getting a huge pop in Charlotte. It's not like the Rhodeses were ever popular in Charlotte.
I just, Rhodes booking himself into a championship match.
The comparisons to his dad, it's
not always the best.
Nah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Dusty's one of the greatest of all time, one of the greatest promos, one of the greatest draws. He made money everywhere. Florida,
let's
Charlotte.
We'll talk more about that later.
We will in a bit, but just, it was great stuff though. They got a huge pop. That place looked pretty full. Sure,
Yep.
were there probably some empty seats? Probably. But it's not a huge arena. It looked like it was about 7,000 people. Or at least what the venue could hold. Interview with Shivani. A lot of history there. Still mind-blowing for me to see Shivani
on TNT
with a wrestling show. It's like reliving my childhood, except Vince Russo isn't booking the last year and a half of WCW.
Woohoo!
Well, actually, it was
and Cody Rhodes appears to have no interest in hiring him.
To be fair, I mean, would you? It'd be a
No.
bad idea. So, Cody pumps up the crowd, calls this the Ellis Island for wrestling. It's freedom. It's all this, and I don't know if I would have gone that far, but I get what he was saying.
Yeah, but
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should have expected that. He calls Jericho a stupid dick, and we get a stupid dick chant. And he said, you need this generation more than this generation needs you. He's not wrong, by the way.
not inaccurate.
I want to say quickly about Jericho. He is really good. He has reinvented himself countless times.
Mm-hmm.
There are people that defend him saying he's not washed up. Kind of is. He has his moments.
He's on his way out. I wouldn't say he's washed up.
He's not washed up in shorter matches.
Yeah.
But moving on from that, we then get SCU on. What do you think of the Cody thing, by the way?
It was good.
Yeah, he's easily the biggest star they have, the most serious star that they have. SCU on.
I mean, there's always MJF.
He's the fastest. He's probably the best
If
youngest.
we're gonna talk really serious business, Luchasaurus.
I mean, he can't come back soon enough. So we get SCU on the English commentary team. I said that in my AEW Dark review if you want to check that out after this. SCU on English commentary, Lucha Bros on a Spanish commentary, and Dasha, former Dasha Fuentes, Dasha Gonzalez now, on the Spanish commentary team. I'm happy for Dasha. That's great. She came back in the ring, by the way. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you knew that.
I heard about that.
We get the Dark Order. One of the worst gimmicks they have, by the way.
Yeah.
It's just objectively. Thankfully, Evil Uno's wearing a shirt.
Yes.
You pointed that out. They face Private Party. It's a bronze medal match. Whoever wins this match gets into the three-way for the tag team championships at Full Gear.
Nice.
This is a match they just made. Yes, this is a match they just made today. The pay-per-view is in 3 days. You're expecting people to pay $50.
At least they didn't announce 3 or 4 matches the same day as the event.
You know what?
And no major corporation would ever do that.
No wrestling company has done that over the years or even this except they have.
But let's
stop
talking about hypothetical meat wraps and continue on.
Forgot about that. We at one point get a Private Party curb stomping Stu Grayson. So a black man curb stomping a white guy in Charlotte. News at 11. So, I mean, it was what it was.
I guess they're not invited to the Private Party.
Kicked him in the dick, so it's really a Private Party now. So, the match was fine. Dark Order is just objectively terrible. It's not that Grayson's bad.
No.
They aren't horrible wrestlers, but the gimmick is shit.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't think it's a good... I don't think they're the right fit for that kind of gimmick.
I don't think that gimmick will work on anybody. I don't.
I don't know. Dark and spooky, and you've got a bunch of henchmen, and it'll never work.
Never work. Never work. Why am I drawing a blank of what the fuck you're referring to? Bray? What?
Meanwhile, back in the higher power,
no, that didn't work either.
Well, the Undertaker's whole stick with it.
I remember. So the Hurricanrana into the cutter. Private Party finally wins with that.
Yeah.
That was good. That was really good. And now Private Party goes on to take the pin in the match. But we'll get to our predictions a little bit later.
Gonna be a private funeral!
We get... they are in Charlotte. So we get Jericho and Guevara talking about stuff and Jericho's aunt from church. And Virgil as...
Oh my god.
What the fuck
Soul Train Jones!
That's what his name was.
God damn it, Virgil. I really hope you sell some merch this time.
I don't know how he made so much money in wrestling despite being a mediocre worker. I mean, he was... The most over he was when he waffled Teddy DiBiase with the... hopefully not the blueberry kind. With a $1 million championship.
That's blue, not blueberry.
Right, I screwed that up. But yeah, at Royal Rumble 91, which was almost 30 years ago now at this point. So,
28 years ago, Virgil turned on 10.
I was 10 years old when that match happened. You weren't born yet, so just stop. That was January 91. So, Hagar saying absolutely nothing. This was good. It was Jericho hamming it up and in a bubble bath, of course. A bubbly bath.
A little bit of the buble.
Yeah. Hopefully
this
he
Christmas
wasn't.
Season.
Hopefully he wasn't in the bath. But God, Christmas music already played in some stores. Hooray!
Yeah.
That was good stuff. I like that. We then get recaps of the Rock and Roll Express being laid out.
Yep.
Which was funny. It was. They didn't break a hip, so that was good. I like the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah.
We get Jamie Hayter and Emi Sakura versus Riho and Shanna. Jamie Hayter, who made her AEW debut last week. It was 2 weeks ago, JR, you idiot.
All these women did great.
They did. This might have been the match of the night, honestly.
Yeah, and Emi Sakura picks up the pin over Riho.
Yeah.
Which means she's not going to win.
That's pretty much it. Aubrey, the referee.
She's not going to win!
I was wondering when you were going to say that. We then got...
Not at the Chris Jericho segment, because that'd be too predictable.
Too predictable. It's a way to keep you on your toes. So...
You're sitting, though. It's kind of weird to be on your toes if you're sitting.
It is.
It'd be really uncomfortable, all the weight. But anyway.
Right. So, we at one point during the commercial, we get Jamie Hayter wetting her fingers and doing a double wet willy to Riho, which was funny.
My brain!
It shouldn't have been funny. It shouldn't have been. Riho is far more over with the fans than I expected. I'm not knocking her. She is a great
They may have just been following her since her Japan days, or they may be, the belt worshippers.
That's true, but she was over before she became champion.
Yeah.
And that's good. I mean, I'm not knocking. I'm 50-50 on Riho. I think she is good. I don't think she's championship material right now.
It's just because you got a little bit of gray doesn't mean you're 50.
Little bit of gray. If I grew my beard out, it would be like 90%.
I would love to see
gray.
that. I'd like to see what you look like as a beard.
I would look terrible. I tried growing it out for a couple months, like at times, and you know how well that worked?
I don't, because I've never seen you do it.
I'd look terrible is my point, but I would just have so much gray. I would already look creepier than I already do. But we get some really good
You may
stuff.
be pushing it, but you could be salt, I could be pepper.
Dude. I like the match, though.
Because you're always salty.
I'm never salty about wrestling. In general. Good match, though.
Yeah.
We then get Brandy on Kong. Her body, my brain. She
Oh my.
God, Brandy claims
Can
to
you
have
rephrase
one?
that?
No, fuck no. Brandy wrestles as well as she talks.
Brandy on Kong, alright.
Oh God, I could have worded that better. So I thought it's like her body, my brain. Brandy, you claim to have. That's mean. That's needlessly mean. Brandy seems smart. She's just not good.
She
at
literally
wrestling.
called out people who talked about her that way.
Look,
But
she does actually.
She's okay at promos. She's okay at promos.
If I'm going to say that Stephanie is only there for a reason, they're taking up TV time.
I mean, you got the chief brand officer and the chief brandy officer.
Which is a good play on words. I'm not saying that Brandy's bad. I'm not saying she's useless, but she's terrible in the ring. Keep her out.
Yeah.
Have her be Kong's manager. The problem is Kong's not going to be around that long. She's near the end of her career.
Yeah.
What is the end game for this? They're putting more money into what Brandy's doing. It's like a Bonnie Steamboat situation. And it might backfire. And if you know what that is, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, they need to focus on bringing in more talent.
Shanna apparently signed with them for 3 years. 3 years, 5 years, something like that.
No,
I forget who
just
tweeted.
what I mean is, like, it feels very... It's getting to feel really vapid, the roster that they've got.
It's also...
They don't have a good roster depth.
They don't, but the women's division can get some more exposure, like on AEW Dark, like when the women saved AEW Dark yesterday, because the other two matches sure as fuck didn't. This was a good example of how not to use the women. Now, Kong should be seen and not heard. That's not to say that she isn't nice and can't cut a decent promo. But I don't think
Brandy's the right one to deliver that.
Brandy is not going to draw the right kind of heat for Kong. Kong can draw the heat herself. Do I think she's an idiot? No. Do I think that she's needed to be on TV? No. Cody is. Cody's the star. Cody will draw you money. Brandy won't.
Yeah.
Sean Spears with Tully versus Brandon Cutler. It was decent.
Yep.
DVD for the win. That's pretty much it. And then, of course, Tully throws a chair in, which Sean Spears has never done anything with a chair. So
I know,
I'm glad they
right?
did that.
He's not the chair, man.
It's not La Parka, which is probably a good thing for the referees. But we get Joey running out, and he stops him because it's based on the AEW Dark thing. And we're probably going to get that match at Full Gear. I should have known he was going to do that.
At some point, yes.
But at some point, you haven't done it already. We get a package on Mox and Omega.
Oh my.
A double package. I mean... So, as that, I like the hype package for that. And we... this is enough out of you. So, we get Hangman Page and Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho, El Champion, or Le Champion.
El Champion, that's how you French, right?
I don't know, Shanna could probably teach that. Just French, right? But we get Guevara also there, and Hagar. So, we get... Sammy Hagar.
Oh, yeah,
I was
that's
actually
right.
going to say. Aubrey is the ref. Good stuff. I like Aubrey being in there in the ring. We're tired, can you tell?
I'm unintentionally corpsing you, I'm sorry.
Last thing the Benoit family household had. Anyway, good wrestling during this.
Very intentional. Anyway.
Right. We get some good wrestling in this. We get Hagar blindsiding, blindsiding Omega while the referee's distracted.
Yep.
Some other good wrestling, of course, the you can't escape thing, and, Omega doing all the spirit fingers thing and stuff like that.
Jazz hands.
Did you ever... If any of you guys saw Bring It On, you're probably going to know what I'm referring to. I noticed it looking back at more of his New Japan matches. But anyway, Pac comes out at one point while the referees...
fingers. Yes, I do know what you're talking about.
That was a good movie. That was a really good... The sequels, not so much. That was a really good movie. Back when Elijah Dushku had a career. So, Pac low blows Page. Pac low blows Page. In other words, he low blows.
Yeah. Is he joining the inner circle, or is he just being a bastard?
The world
will know.
Yeah, they will know soon. It is, of course, interesting that a guy with the nickname of Hangman got cheered in Charlotte. So, you shouldn't let that go because it's funny. Judas Effect pins Page 1, 2, 3. And then everybody just runs out. It's a brawl for all.
For most of them, yeah.
You're just going to no-sell that.
Well, some of them got in some offense.
We get
all of them.
Yeah. We get Cody running out there, and then we get MJF running out there to attack Hagar. And, of course, Hagar couldn't low blow him. Then Jericho gets thrown into the ring. Cody beats him up. It's a crossroads. We get Mox coming down there, and Kenny doing the whole face-off with that stuff. And then we get Santana and Ortiz.
Jumping off of the entrance, didn't they?
No, the Bucks did. The Bucks came down later. Santana and Ortiz and the Bucks come down. Everybody's brawling. They brawl around the ring. They brawl on the stage. But one of the Bucks dives off. The baldy one or the non-baldy one, I don't know. It was decent. It felt very late mid WCW during the Monday Night Wars, where they just had a big old schmoz and everything at the end.
Now, to be fair, this isn't out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They've intentionally built to this.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes. The Inner Circle really is looking to push a lot of talent that maybe mainstream audiences really haven't seen a lot of.
And Jake Hager.
Yeah.
B. I'm gonna say B. I'm not gonna say B plus only because there was some stuff, especially in the first match, I could have done without. But also, Spears and Cutler could have been on AEW Dark and it wouldn't have been missed. I'm just saying.
I forgot the match happened. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I mean,
anyway,
that match could happen on Full Gear, but
I'm looking at a B, almost a B minus.
It was better than the last couple of weeks.
But yeah, right now that's the story as it is, and there be a poll. You can grade along with us.
There are not B's in the poll, by the way.
Or are there?
What?
Leave a comment down below if you see B's.
Like and dislike the video, whatever you want to feel like. Hit subscribe, hit the bell.
You just gonna keep rolling with this? Are you gonna be aggressive?
Be aggressive.
Yes, I'm Sean Ritlin.
The Dervinator. And you have a great night. If you sit like that, you'll be sorry.